welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy Stealth Jet, and I am back in the mix. People, I try to bring y'all a mix of different maps, right? I try. But it just seems like every time I get on this game, the same maps appear over and over again. Don't think that I'm trying to use one map because I like the map. That's not the case. How I play this game is that I try to push myself into uncomfortable situations. And that's how I, in my eyes, progress in the game. So, it's not that I keep choosing Grontheim Valley because I love the map. I keep choosing it because the other two maps are relatively less loot effective to this map. Although this is the best loot map in the game in my humble opinion. But just know I'm not trying. I like to keep things fresh. I don't want to keep bringing on the same maps. Got me? Cool. Now, if you're wondering why I keep playing this game, is because I want to have 10,000 food every week. And that requires upgrades. That requires resources. I want to make at least like 5 golden weapons, special issue weapons, every week. Which means I'm going to need the best boxes of plants and the best wood log. You know what that means? More resources, more nails, wires, fertilizer, metal parts, you name it, I need it. So I want to be ahead of the game whenever like I'm not going to get it by season 10, but maybe by like season 12, if this game is still, going through its paces, then I can have enough like in-game currency to be on top of the game. So that's why I keep playing. But enough about the preface. Let's talk about this actual encounter. So we're going into Grontheim Valley, as you see there, right now. I like this map because there's loot evenly spread throughout the entire map. Let me put it to you like this. If this map was bread, loot would be butter. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. In terms of the lobby, it's always small, right? And when I say small, I mean like battery snow death small. It's just right. If you hear gunshots, you know that somebody died, and there goes like 15% of the lobby population right there. So this map, in my opinion, is the best for looting. Now, my most enjoyable map is Anakin, but this is the map I go to and never want to like get up some good XP. But let's look at the lobby real quick. I couldn't think of the word just now. So obviously we got me with the VSS, and everybody else, I mean, they had good weapons. No. Actually, 2 people had good weapons. 2 people didn't bring anything. And there were 2 people that actually had weapons that I wanted. So we're going to see how this plays out. Now, I spawned up here near the red barn, which is like the landmark of this map pretty much. And I was actually adjusting my headphones, and they're still not adjusted properly. They're still not adjusted properly, so I'm going to pause one more time, just give you a heads up, and I'm just going to adjust my headphones, and you'll know when I do it. So starting off, I'm going to loot this house. As you all know, my main objective in any encounter is to find a picture. That's my main objective in any encounter, because that picture gives you the cash, and that cash gives you food, and you need food to donate to get airdrops, and airdrops give you plans. That's my main objective. But also, if I can hit the timed safe and or the barred house, you see right here I'm adjusting my headphones, the timed safe or the barred house, that's just more reward, honestly. So somebody hit the comm station and they moved the airdrop over here. Now see, that changes things, right? That changes things. Because that means the general flow of players from up here on this side of the map is going to be more heavy to this side of the map. Usually they would stop either at the entrance of the town or in the middle of the town. Now they're going to go past the town. And so I'm going to be right there, either in their way or waiting for them. Now somebody just used a detector. So they're pretty much on the other side of the map in terms of north-south, but they're on my side of the map in terms of west-east. So they're going to be making their way down here pretty much like right now, is what I'm expecting. Unless somebody's between me and the detector. Red dots on maps will slow people down and make them think, right? Because they don't want to get caught off guard and lose everything about with them. And that's the sound of a weapon that I want. If I can take that ADR off that guy, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. And so, as he keeps firing, right? I'm thinking, what is he going to do next? Because he is obviously over there on that side of town. So that's why you see me pulling a Spider-Man right now and opening door and crouching on the roof. I don't want to be on that roof too long because I'm easily spotted. Right? So I'll go back inside the house. But I'm trying to think, what is that guy going to do? After he get finished killing that guy, the timed safe is over there. But what if he doesn't want the time safe? What if he wants the barred house? And so, I am going to try to beat him to the punch. And I took a pause right here, just to make sure I don't hear anybody. And I stealthily go for it. Stealthily go for it. Going for it will be running. But I know somebody's near me, or at least in close proximity, with probably the best submachine gun in this game. So I'm going to take things a little bit slow. Now, I did bring a contact bomb too, and I'm trying to get into the habit of placing it in high traffic areas. But I didn't hear any footsteps coming in here. But that doesn't mean that nobody's not in here. That's not what that means at all. You see, somebody can be waiting up there in the rafters. And I won't know about it until I die. If you want an example of that, check out, what's that video called? My experiences with Season 9, I believe. I think that's what that video is called. Check that out. But back to the gameplay. We're now here at the barred house. Pro tip. Leave the two boards down there and jump over them. Because if somebody wants to get in, they got to move those two boards. Unless they know they can jump over them. Most players don't even know you can do that. But I'm here to tell y'all that you can do that. But some way, somehow I mess up here. So, I take them down. Another pro tip for using a barred house. Don't sit inside the house. Don't. Because as you've seen in all of my videos, pretty much, I'll listen for the guy in the house. And then when he loots, I kill him. Because duh, right? What you want to do is hit the time safe like you put a bag of popcorn in a microwave. You walk away from it. And then when you hear that ding, when you hear it's done, you go back and you check on it. That way, you have view of the barred house while the safe is unlocking. And you can potentially see anybody who's stalking that house wondering, where's this dude at who opened it? And you have eyes on them the entire time. Now, to complete the analogy, if your family was real rude, they would steal the popcorn out of the microwave and didn't tell you about it. That's the same risky run here. Somebody can go inside a barred house and get your stuff, and you won't even know about it because you weren't watching it. Now, I don't know if it's just my paranoia kicking in, but I really thought somebody was prone either underneath me or right here around this corner. Like, the sound of clothes rustling against each other as I was opening up the safe, it didn't stop after I stopped hitting the safe. So that's why I'm being a little bit paranoid right here. But that's fine. It's better to be too paranoid than not paranoid enough. Because at any point, there are multiple exits from the barred house on any given map. In any house. Except for that one house on Sagebrook where it's literally a door. Going outside the barred house should be more scary than going into the barred house. Because people know when you unlock that safe. And so, all they gotta do is watch that house. And as soon as they see movement, bam, you're spotted. Bam, you're hunted. Bam, you're on their mental list for death. So, those are my tips for hitting a barred house. I do have some more, but they're not displayed in this encounter. Maybe I'll give y'all some more in future videos. But, well, actually, here's one more tip. Notice how I ran away from the barred house and then I reloaded? Yes, I'm out in the open, but if anybody was either near or inside that barred house, then they would have heard me reload, further confirming my position in the house. Now right here a car alarm goes off, so that this means somebody's nearby. Like, really nearby. And now I'm just waiting to hear footsteps. And sure enough, I hear footsteps. Now they're real faint, and they grow even fainter.
The plane is coming. Prepare to fight for the airdrop.
When faint footsteps grow fainter, obviously that means they're running away from you, or heading away from you. But because you hear them, you can't see them. In my position right now, I can't see those footsteps. And what I mean by that is you cannot see the person making the footsteps. You just hear the footsteps. So right now, I have no idea where this guy's at. I mean, I do have an idea. He's in this general direction. But I don't know his pinpoint exact location. And you shouldn't. That's the joy about this game. You have to infer where people are. And so right now, I'm assuming he's in that red house. That red house right there that I first looted. That's where I'm assuming he would be at. But no. Watch this. He came out from a bush. He's gonna come out from a bush. So, yeah, right there, I seen his head. So why not take a shot? Why not? Perfect range and all. But here comes somebody else. Here comes somebody else. Now, why would he be running all the way down here with an airdrop? Talk about anxiety marathons. I'm giving this guy the best anxiety marathon ever. So, the great Pinocchio chase has now started. There are two guys with an airdrop, one from a red container, and another from the actual plane. This guy shoots back at my last known location. Good on him. And he doesn't lose any, like, elements either because he's already spotted. Everybody on the map knows where he's at, including me, including the guy with the further airdrop up the map. But if he's smart, he should have no reason to turn around. But I did hit that guy once. So he's got to be hurting unless he healed. And now I'm running not really running. I'm traveling parallel to him. And then something explodes. Grenade? Maybe. But why? But why? And a witch goes off in the back of my ears. Like, why? Now, what's going to happen is something I need you all to theorize in my comment section down below. Now, you've seen two stick figures carrying a box. Why all of a sudden there's now a box and then a stick figure carrying a box? That guy died. Right? He died. But you see, that guy had a gun that made sounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, But there was no suppressed weapon in this lobby besides me. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. As you've just seen, I got fired upon from a guy who's across the river with an AKM and iron sights, and not even a scope. This guy is shooting me literally to keep me pinned. But I don't mind being pinned, because right now I'm watching you. I'm watching you. And as soon as you cross that river, I know I need to hit you. And yet this guy has on body armor. Now, I already hit him once. I hit him once. And I'm trying to get below and keep my head covered at least. But now I'm thinking I need to relocate, get a better angle. Gotta shoot some more. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, now, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Watch this. Hit. More body armor. I don't mind taking these single bullet shots because this thing hurts. The VSS hurts. And he's still suppressing me. Still suppressing me. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. He's wasting his ammunition. I don't care. But he grabs the airdrop. Because he pushed me back to where the airdrop carrier's body is now behind him. And so, sure enough, he grabs the airdrop. Now, where does that leave me? Facing radiation and facing death. This guy got the airdrop. Good on him. He actually played that well. He wasn't trying to kill me, even though that would have been real nice for him. He kept advancing and pushing me back so the body with the airdrop could be behind him, which means, unless I pushed up, which is highly unlikely because we are both in radiation, that he got the airdrop. It's guaranteed. It's behind his back. Now, that body armor saved him. It did. You seen how I hit him like 3, if not 2 times. The VSS hurts. All you need is like 2 or 3 bullets and you're gonna die. So that body armor saved him. Did he have anything on him? We have no idea. Because he actually, I have somewhat of an idea. He was crossing that river awfully quick. Awfully quick. And I didn't hear any breathing whatsoever. So it sounded like he was light. Maybe he stayed the entire encounter on that side of the map in the woods. We will never know. But this is what I'm doing right now. I'm taking the most dangerous exit in this game. Because, look at my stamina bar. I'm not heavy. So I don't mind taking those 2 leaps of faith. But if you have a decent amount of your stamina bar taken up by weights, don't take that exit. Do not take that exit. Now, I don't know if it was just my, again, my paranoia, but it sounded like there were some gunshots coming from that exit that guy was about to take. Maybe he died. Maybe. But let's go back to what I was talking about before. There were 2 airdrop carriers, and then one of them died, but I heard no gunshots, but the guy who shot at me had an AKM. So, fall damage, maybe radiation from somebody who used a comm station. I don't know. The guy who shot him had to be across the river, if he did get shot. I don't know how he died. So, I want y'all to theorize that in my comment section down below. Because I am honestly baffled by that. I have no idea how he died. It sucks I couldn't get the airdrop. But I did get the barred house. And another weapon too. So, in my opinion, that's a win. And also got a mortar strike too, so yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And please, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.